Step 4. Reserving non-elements in the Teamwork project. In this step, we will present various other Teamwork project attributes called non-elements. These can be, for example, attribute settings of elements or project navigator items such as project views, layouts, publisher sets, and so on. These non-elements, for instance a certain section or elevation project view or a specific layout page, can also be individually reserved by team members. We will perform such non-element reservations when we continue to work on the suspended ceiling structure we created earlier. Let's see how this works in practice. Switch to the ArchiCAD instance of Mary Jones. Expand the Teamwork Status panel of the Navigator palette. Note the Teamwork Status area at the bottom of this dialog. As you can see, the Navigator palette is free for reservation. Please also note the large blue icon to the left of the Reserve button. The color of this icon changes to reflect the reservation status of the dialog. In a way, it's similar to a traffic light. Blue means that the dialog or other item is free for reservation. Green means that the item is reserved by you, so you can freely make changes to it. Red signifies that the item is reserved by someone else. Gray means that there is no connection to the Teamwork server, so its reservation state cannot be displayed. Gray can also mean that your Teamwork role does not allow access to the actual item. Open the Layer Settings dialog from the document Layers, Layers Settings menu. Click the Reserve button at the bottom of the dialog to reserve it. The Teamwork status changes to Editable, and the icon color changes to green. Now we can make changes in the Layer Settings dialog and apply them instantly. On the left side of the dialog, click Collaboration ITG 436 Layer Combination to activate its settings. Then click the New button at the bottom left side of the dialog. Enter reflected ceiling plans for name for the new layer combination set, and finally click OK to proceed. This new layer combination set will be used to display the ceilings. We have created a new layer combination with the current status of the layers, since this displays the ceilings in the correct manner. Click Release to release the reservation of the Layer Settings dialog. Finally, click OK to apply changes and leave the dialog. Select the document, Set Model View, Model View Options menu to display the Model View Options dialog. Click the Reserve button at the bottom of the dialog to reserve it. In the Options for Construction Elements panel, uncheck the With Markers checkbox under both Door Options and Window Options. We will not need door and window markers displayed in the reflected ceiling plan, as this is not relevant information in this design context. Click the Store As button to open the Store Combination dialog. Enter the reflected ceiling plans for name and click Store to proceed. We have created a new Model View option combination that we will be using for the reflected ceiling plans. Click Release to release the reservation of this dialog. Finally, click the OK button to apply the changes and to leave the dialog. Now we will create a new set of floor plan views for the reflected ceiling plans. All these new views will be using the same layer combination and model view option combination and so on. It's best if we use the clone folder function of ArchiCAD. Switch to the view map in the Navigator. Select the Microsoft Hungary Office Building item at the top of the hierarchical list. Click the Clone a Folder button to open its dialog. Unfold the identification panel of the dialog. Click to select Stories in the Choose Project Map folder field. In the Name field, select Custom and enter Reflected Ceiling Plans in the field on the right. Switch to the General panel of the dialog. For the Layer Combination field, select Reflected Ceiling Plans from the pop-up list. Select 1 to 50 for scale. Select Reflected Ceiling Plans from the pop-up list for the Model View Options field. Open the 2D 3D Documents panel of the dialog. Set Fit in Window in the Zooming field. The result is that the extent of the drawings will always include the whole project area. Click Clone at the bottom of the dialog to proceed. We are now finished setting up our new project views to be used for the reflected ceiling plans. The newly created folder is placed just below the currently selected item within the view map. In the Teamwork palette, click the My Workspace button. This shows all the elements and setting dialogs that you have reserved. Click the Release All button of the Teamwork palette to release all your reservations. ArchiCAD warns you that you need to send your changes before releasing any elements. Click the Send and Release button to send your changes to the project database and release all your reservations. Right-click Joe Smith in the Users panel of the Teamwork palette and select Send Message from the context menu. Type the following message: Please use the new RCP views for the reflected ceiling plans. Select Receive Changes in the optional task field. Finally, click Send to send the message to Joe Smith. Click the Send and Receive Changes in the Workspace panel of the Teamwork palette. Activate the File, Save, command to save the current state of the Teamwork project. Switch to the ArchiCAD instance of Joe Smith. Double-click to read the new message that has just arrived from Mary Jones. Click the Receive Changes button in the dialog to receive the changes made by Mary. After the changes are received, Joe will see the new view map items that Mary created in the Project Navigator. Select File, Save, command to save the current state of the Teamwork project. This concludes Chapter 4. In the next chapter, we will continue to work on the construction documentation and become familiar with some of the advanced features of the ArchiCAD Teamwork workflow.